Okay, so with that we understand uh we understand the elements and then the principle of design. So the principle of design, that's it, and then another one is the design language. Design has its own language. Design has its own language, and if you don't speak the design language, you are a designer. So let's hear what is the design language. Graphic design language refers to the visual elements and principle that has graphic design language refers to the visual elements and principle that are used to create a design. These include color, typography, imagery, uh, composition, balance, contrast, movement, and more. These elements combine and manipulated to communicate a message or convey a specific mood or feelings to the audience. The graphic design language can vary based on project, medium, and culture. So, what we understand there? The understanding of this simple paragraph is this: the visual elements in principle you use to create your design. It speaks uh it speaks a particular language. Everything that you will design, it speak a particular language. The color you will use, the typography you use, the image you use, the composition, the paragraph you be having on it, the balance, how you balance your work, the contrast of the text or the background you use, the movement of your eyes, the movement of eyes through your work, right? And more speak a particular language. So if you don't know or understand these things well, it will tell other designers that you are not a professional designer. It will even tell your clients that you are not a professional designer. So take for instance that you are not using the right color or the right typography or the right image, or you don't balance your work. You aren't using the movement principle to direct eye contact or to direct the movement of the eye or through your design, or you are not using the right contrast on your background, right? You are not using the contrast principle. Everything is not feasible or readable when you are designing. This implies that you are not communicating a clear message to your audience, and then you are not a professional designer. So how you use these visual elements, can make people know or people understand or give people a specific mood or feelings. You see it? So these elements are combined to manipulate and communicate the message. So although you are communicating messages, but then the feeling that your message convey in all the feelings, the mood they give your audience when they see your flyer. So there are a lot of flyers that give people very good mood and stuff like that. And then so of reason, one of the design that I ready, like on a personal stuff, one of the design I having problem with is the Christoph SKD SKD show flyer, right? That billboard stuff. To me, it doesn't speak the concept. If you'll be talking about SKD, I'm not trying to criticize the designer. He did a very nice job when the when it comes to the design, right? But the language of the design, right? If you understand the design language, you will probably understand what I'm talking about. What I think personally is it should have at least a representation of the SKD stadium in the background so that people can know that this is a live concert on SKD, or at least let it get something. But for me, if you see the flyer is more cultural than Ali than a stadium concert vibe, right? It's more cultural. Probably is crystal, some cultural people, the Liberian flag, and the plenty bunch of everything. It's more like cultural gathering than the Liberian people vibe. So that's the design. When it comes to design language, people who understand design language, they see these things, how it communicate to the audience, right? That's one of the things you have to understand. So a graphic design language can vary based on a particular project. It can vary based on a particular project. Let's say, for example, on you are working on project for birthday, or like most of the you'll be familiar doing birthday flyer, or wedding, or burial, or graduation. So these are different projects, and each of these design you'll be doing, it will speak different languages. So it will speak different language. So let's say for birthday, right? It will give that excitement. Your designer should speak out excitement and happy and moody stuff, right? And then for burial, it should give that sad burial vibe, right? And then uh for church, it should give something. So if you say Holy Ghost night, right, it should give that Holy Ghost stuff. If you say fire for fire, if the design is fire for fire, it should give that fiery stuff, so that it speak out the language. It's not different from what you are saying. And then medium, the design the design can the design language varies on medium. What's the medium? Probably it can be print or digital media. So if it is print, the design, that's a particular medium. If it is if it is social media design, that's a particular medium. And then cultural context. Understanding cultural context is very important for design language. So as a designer, you should know that cultural context is not just about culture, right? But cultural context is just setting, or where's the design from, or which brand has this design. So cultural context is understanding that if you are doing, let's say content meter, you are doing design for Nima Kante, Bon Kante, and Maryland Kante, and then Nima Kante has their own flag and their color that you should represent as their cultural context design, right? That rare, I think that rare, white, and blue they're using, or that blue and white, some rare, white, and blue they're using for Nima. So, and then you use pink and yellow for Nima flyer you're doing, right? It doesn't give that cultural context. I think you should understand, right? It doesn't give that cultural context for Nima Kante, but rather Bon Kante. So when you are designing, let's say, take for instance, for the big brands, Blue Star and Orange. If for any reason in your life you design for orange, for Blue Star, don't use orange. Don't use orange or lemon green or any other color. Use the yellow. They have their own color code for the yellow they are using, or use yellow, so that that's their cultural context, that's their brand identity. So cultural context probably will be brand identity. So you should understand these things, so that so you don't have to go out of the way when you are designing.